Hello guys and welcome to the park. This is a game that I wanted for a while. Now this is an adult horror game and it's a narrative driven game, so it's more like playing a movie, that you're taking part in a horror movie. It does contain mature themes, and at first the mother that has lost her child in the park, she's not going to be the most sympathetic main character. You're not going to like her very much. In fact, I had to play the entire game the whole way through, and I still have mixed feelings for her, but I am willing to go in here and play this game a second time. I have recorded it, and I had mixed feelings about the recording, so we're going to actually play a new game here. So let's get going. Are you sure you want to start a new game? This will overwrite your current save file. Yes. Park is a narrative that is best played dark room with headphones. Deals with subject matter might be disturbing some players. Course of play may manipulate audio control, settings, and sanity. This is perfectly normal and should not be any cause for alarm or psychiatry. Ironic considering the subject matter of the game. This is a dark game if you're sensitive to certain subjects, such as child abuse, or how the mentally ill are portrayed, or certain other subjects. You may want to give this one a pass. It is mature subject matter, so if you're younger and you don't like it, and yes, there are curse words in it. Goodness, yes. They won't be for me.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Alantic Island Park.
I do give this game a 10 out of 10.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Okay, so we're taking over. So WASD to move, and your mouse to look around. In a lot of ways, this is a very tragic horror story. And in also a lot of ways, it's open to interpretation.
Please make your way to the
So you could make a lot of theories about it, and they could all be equally valid. And there's a lot of multiple stories going on. Examine plaque, yes.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
A tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be the place where joy and laughter are gathered and infect all of those who follow. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Okay. So now we need to back away from the plaque? No, we examined it. Yes. Now we need to back away from it. Yes. We did. Okay, it did this early on before. Yes, I know how you do that. I want to continue my game. There. If it ever glitches out on you, go to your menu and it'll usually let you escape the glitch.
What?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Okay, so our son ran into the park. So now we must be, on our way. And by the way, it's E to interact with things.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Over here!
And that is the man who opened the park. And we can read the flyer. Okay, so Chad the Chipmunk recommends for little ones, and for teens, and for big ones. And you can pause that if you like to read it. And we can see the man who opened the park looks a bit like Mr. Wonka, makes me a little sad. You can see it's quite a nice park.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream.
Oh, by the way,
It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
I have this on low graphics.
The park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
I have this on low graphics and the anti-Alicing shut off. Uh-oh. So our sun was close and yet so far. And we started, and yet now hours have passed and it's night. What's going on? So there's definitely this weird, trippy vibe to this game
God.
I really enjoy.
The park. What happened here?
Hey, get back here, little man. Come here. I press shift, and it appears Mom's running out of shift juice. Yeah, Mom is winded.
Callum?
Come on, Mommy.
Come on, Mom. Go pick up the pace. Whoa.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Okay, you do have a lot to...
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless sloth. That's charming. The only thing that... I mean, it's important for you, but you're a mom on a mission to find your child, and you have all this stuff to do, like, stop and look at notes while you're trying to find your child, you know. Okay. And sometimes it doesn't want to let you look at stuff. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, it's doing that. It's being contrary again. You know what? Read yourself. I got a boy to find.
Callum?
Over here.
Where's over here? Yeah, I done the first Let's Play and I didn't like it. So... We'll actually be making a second pass, I believe, so...
Stop! Callum!
Come on, Mommy. Catch me, Mommy.
Don't you jump, son. And you can see it's steadily...
Another accident. This place.
That's not good. Okay. The despite the constant interruptions, Alantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, da 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 da. Okay, so they're going to be opening the park. And he decided to use what the old man who was so feared used and tried to use it for good intent, thinking what could possibly go wrong. Apparently a lot of things. What was that? And not like that. And this game does stand up to repeated play. People have said it's a wee bit short, but it stands up to repeated play. It's a beautiful game. And remember, these graphics are set on extremely low. So I did not know what we would be getting into.
Where are you?
Come on, this way.
Hey, that's the first time she's run on here. It's an achievement.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Yeah, the guy in the chipmunk costume, and you can also pause this, was carving an ice sculpture and went nutsy and carved up somebody with the ice carving pick. And there are certain achievements you do have to do. You won't be seeing me unlock anything because I'd already played this, but as I said, I wasn't happy with what I had achieved. And when I'm not happy with a Let's Play, I won't show it to you. And this does operate realistically, in that you do have to come in here and shut off a ride. Of course, it's not entirely realistic because magically you've shut off a ride and you come back out here. Now, where'd I leave our friend the squirrel? Eh? Where'd I leave him? He wasn't too far. I bypassed him. Ah. Up here. Yes. Somehow it magically starts itself. It's okay. And here we go. This is one of my favorite rides at the park, by the way. And this feels like you're really on it. So this game's worth having just to get to ride a theme park ride. Oh, and it's starting to go faster. They don't usually go this fast. Mommy! They never go this fast. Whoa. What was that? Hi! You could hear the metal like stress cracking, so great details in this game. Great attention to like every little thing. And the light reflecting off the metal and such. Great attention to detail. And now I went off. Okay. Whoops. I forgot we couldn't actually run through there. And yeah, instead trying to sidestep through there. It's getting darker faster in this play. It really is, guys, because I played it before and did not get this dark this fast. Okay. Same Polaroid. It's actually a really beautiful park. Okay.
Oh, I remember this.
So they obviously came to this park quite often. It's really beautiful atmosphere.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought. Come back, Callum!
This way.
This is really beautiful game. It's well worth playing. All the FNAF fans? Not that there are any FNAF fans on this channel. Of course not. Never heard of such a thing.
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat. Callum! Where did you go?
Over here.
Okay, so here we go. Gotta find our son. And it's normal for a lot of women to become depressed after having a baby. There's so much expectation, and then once the baby finally comes, okay, and a man died, well, through an accident, and the driver claimed that someone unstrapped the straps. And of course, no one believed. I mean, you can pause the game and read that as well. Uh-oh. And we can't really move. Uh-oh. My second thought, let's just stay still. Oh, we picked a good place to stand, because that couldn't have been much closer. Oh, let's get out of here, lady. Let's play Runaway. Let's play Runaway very quickly.
Stay where you are!
What?
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
No. Let out freeze well, and you can read that as well. But as you can see, there's a lot of subtext. The old man that had had the land before had been doing things he ought not to be doing.
Stay where you are!
We can actually take her on this now. I know it doesn't make sense to be going on a ride when we're looking for her son, but you actually do have to go on these rides. Because they unlock parts of the past. This is very different. So this does stand up to repeated play. And she's going to give us more of her past now. And have I mentioned I'm terrified of Ferris wheel? Because I am. I hate them. I hate heights. And being jerked around on heights.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Language. So you can see it's a really beautiful atmospheric game, and she does have a bad past, which would explain why she's tootsie-botsy about the child. What? No one's there. We outie.
Don't be afraid. Where are you, Callum?
Jeez! I'm kinda glad we were in here. Really glad we were in here. And that was a different experience as well. So this, I don't know if this game randomly generates or... Wow, this is really different.
Don't be afraid. A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel
Language.
likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything! It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
That's the part that makes you really hate this lady. There are a lot of things she says and does in this game that, I'm still not sure how I feel about her. There are parts that will make you empathetic towards her, and there are parts that will make you just want to take her to the nearest high thing in this game and drop her off it. Okay. She is obviously not all there.
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
Now, remember, she did lose the partner. And that would affect how she would see the child, but there's no need for the way she treats her own child.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Figured it out yet? This is fun. Okay. Hopefully I walked the right way. Or I didn't. It's getting dark in the park now, hard to see. Did I walk the right way or not? It would appear so. Yes.
The witch awaits.
Yes, she does. It's really unfortunate you people call her a witch. Just saying.
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me.
Can you tell she's
I
crazy?
can't save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
Okay.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Yeah, there was a corpse found behind the candy counter. And again, I'll let you read this. We actually should have went to the other path, guys, but I wanted to bring you up here to show you this. Because you can actually make this game shorter or longer, as you choose.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
Probably you. Hi! So we're tripping Meow Mix. Always a good sign in a horror game. She won't sprint worth nothing now. Sure, take pills.
These are mine.
Mm-hmm. Take them. What possible harm could it do? And it says stuff like, well, the obvious, some is not safe. And some is obviously references to her, like she said about the 1980s. And are you better off than you were 4 years ago, Reagan 80s? All that you love will be carried away. So, law is directed towards her. Now we're going to Trippy Land. And you notice there's medical stuff involved. And she is tripping Meow Mix. Because you usually don't see teddy bear pyramids everywhere and make them.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. And now the newspaper is really messed up. See if she'll run in this state. Nope. Everything you love will be carried away, I believe. Whoa. Pickled punks. And apparently she cut herself in the past. So she had that. So she is tripping Meow Mix. Okay. Let's get you on the
The
road
park
again.
is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. And what secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I've always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Okay, so we're gonna go inside. There is other stuff that we could have explored, like the swans and other parts of the park as well. I'm actually taking us in. So you saw there was other stuff we could have went and explored. So you can make this game as short or long as you want. And once you played it through, we could have zipped in faster. We could have actually skipped some parts. And I don't think we necessarily had to ride the Ferris wheel. Well, I did that so you could get part of her pass. I still don't know how I think of her. I don't know. It's very easy to be from the outside and say how horrible a mother she is. Okay. We're in the haunted house. Now this is the track the cars would run on, by the way. And there will be papers in these too. And I can bring those up and you can pause it and read. Basically, the guy got the land. Oh. It's the second time he's done that to me. It's not funny. And, the first guy that got the land did strange things, and the people around did not like him much, or they thought he did strange things, but he obviously did bad things with bad intent. The guy that got the land for the park thought he would use the same kind of things to make the park run, but with good intent. And so he had good intentions, but it just brought on more of the same. And it was like, just compounding everything that had happened before. And I love the artwork in this game, by the way. So, a lot of tragedies have happened. And the, local people had told him when he went to buy the park to not buy it, that it was cursed from the old country. And he'd laughed at them, of course. And then he'd found... Whoa. Hi? He laughed at them and told them no, you know, what most people would say curses and that don't exist. And then when he found out that what the guy had done had actually worked and had been doing something, he decided to use the abilities for himself. I don't think this actually work. And the park eventually closed due to so much tragedy, because so much went on, so many people died. And the guy went nuts and locked himself up in the park and started living here like a recluse in many a horror movie. And he is apparently still here. So we're here with a nutcase. Isn't that comforting? And our son is somewhere. And we don't know where. And we have to find the way to him. And I apologize if I didn't read each and every note, but I gave you the full rundown on the game's history. Okay. Got myself turned around here. It's a pretty big horror attraction. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy to get turned around here. I really love this part of the game. There are obviously parts that were meant for crew, so there must have been live crew that ran about and terrify people as well. But some of it doesn't make sense because it looked like they had tracks, but then it looked like they had stuff for people to walk on, so I'm not sure what they had. Oh, shit, I forgot about him. And I worked in a horror attraction. I shouldn't fall for any of this stuff. Okay. Uh-huh. So you can see how bizarre this place gets. It is definitely a frightening game, and it's a game that would be too intense for a lot of people. And I'm going to give you fair warning now. It gets pretty graphic from here on out, so if you can't handle that, peace out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Those still with me? Let's go. It's going to be gradual at first. You're going to think I'm nervous old Nilly. But it builds. Okay, Nightmare Circus.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Okay, I'm not going to read every letter. I'm going to let them actually go, but basically, her, well, okay. She had applied for part of the estate, and she was denied. Emergency services, blah and blah. Well, let me make sure I read everything for you. But it seemed that the relationship was not as sunny as she's trying to remember it as. So there you go. I'm sorry I'm not taking the time to read it, but I do want to get you through here in decent time and let you read the letters at your leisure. And this is a more unique way of doing this, because it does build and build well each time. Now we have the pills. Now we have the letter, which you can read. It's Cat. I love you. Oh. Doll. Looks like cigarettes. Old books. Yeah, she's starting to get nervous. More pills. So you can see something's starting to go wrong. The wilting. And 2 more bottles of pills, and it looks like more cigarettes, maybe? Pills and cigarettes, great combo, lady. Not that I'm judging, but... Okay, can't even... open the door. Examine wine. Okay. Yeah, that don't look too good. She locked him in the closet. Oh. Mommy has some issues. Read letter. I didn't run away. Dad took me. So what happened? Thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice. It has made me a happy carrot. Okay. Okay, that's got stuff on it too. Hopefully that was written by the child. And them at the park in happier times, I take it. And I wonder who that is. At first I thought it was the clown, but I wonder if it's the father. Nightmare Circus. And you can see, oh, tons of pills now. Coffee, cigarettes. Lady, either you're crazy or you have the diet of a Let's Player. It's a bad joke, kids. I don't smoke. Oh. Blood. See. Okay. Okay. The wilting Susan S. Calm. Dolls are starting to pop up. So apparently she locked the child in the closet at some point. Nothing but wine. Car. Looks like the car's on fire. And the trees were on fire. Sweetie? Sweetie? Baby? Oh. She must have been a very disturbed woman. Didn't run away, Dad took me. Well, I hope the dad took him. I hope the dad came back from wherever and took him. Okay, a man with big teeth and a cane. He looks like the man that runs the park. Thank you, William. The new watch is very nice. It made me a happy carrot. Oh. Then the son must be living in here with the, people that run the park. The man and I suppose the... Now there are dolls everywhere. Hunger. Story. Doll. Blood everywhere. His cap with blood. So she must have either had an accident or something. Ugh. All on fire and everything else. What did it say? Could we examine that? No? Well, when it was in the one thing, it said see him die. One time I played through. The wilting. Pills everywhere. Okay, we're going. She went balls to the wall with the pills, and that's a card term, by the way. Read shopping list. Police. Paul lift. Prescription. Remember, you are alone. Nobody loves you. Callum is no longer who he once was. If she was taking antidepressants and they're making her see crap, she's on the wrong antidepressants. You can, lady, what did you do? Being someone that's on antidepressants, you don't trip meow mix like she's been doing in this game, trust me, you don't. And obviously this lady needed a lot more than Meow Mix. She needed, yeah, a lot more than Meow Mix. A lot more than antidepressants. She needed antipsychotics. She had a lot more than the depression going on. She had, a lot that needed dealt with that was never addressed. And it's unfortunate. Run away, Dad took me. There's blood everywhere now. And the horror industry has been, taken to task for that because they do often portray, people with mental illness as, no matter what the type, as psycho burgers that will murder you in your sleep, and it's usually not the case. She was treated and let out, but Which is often the theme for a lot of horror stories that, they were treated and let out, they should never be let out. Well, depressed people, trust me, we don't go around killing people with axes or whatever she did. Okay. I know who those people are too, and it's just not coming to mind. Most of what the medication does is make you forgetful and sleepy, and you get fat. You're in no condition to chase people and drop them into anything. Oh, and the baby's on fire, that's great. Oh, dear Lord. So, she's done something terribly wrong, and the park is letting her know it. So, as weird as this park seems, it's a good place. A history of Solomon Island. In case this is not set up for 2 hours, I will restart the recorder. It should be. Yeah, no antidepressant medication will make you do that. And if you were tripping me out mix, you will watch me rot. Smiley face! If you were tripping me out mix, you would be right back in a facility. She would be told to get in contact with your doctor. Everything's quiet. Uh-oh.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. 2 children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Alantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time, before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch, but I am, aren't I?
Yeah, I think you are. Wonderful artwork, and this is very atmospheric.
Callum? 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 Callum!
Lady, look behind you. And nothing's there.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Alantic Island Park.
So there you go. It's a very open-ended story. Was the son alive? Was the son not there? Was the animatronic alive? Was it not there? Was a demon there? Was it not there? It's a really well done horror story. It's obviously sensitive. It would upset some people. Some people wouldn't. But I wanted to give it another playthrough because frankly it deserved it. I didn't like my first playthrough. And I didn't take us aboard the Swans, though that's good as well. You could play through there, and there were little bits and pieces of the park that we didn't go explore. I wanted to get you through in one play and make sort of a movie experience of it, because it is like a movie. And it's a really enjoyable movie experience, gaming experience to play through. She's a complex character. You don't know whether you like her or not. For someone that seemed to have so much hatred inside her towards the child, and she, some of the notes, if you pause it and read it, she had a lot of trouble relationships. It wasn't as perfect as she likes to pretend with the lover. It wasn't as perfect as she likes to pretend with the child. She had a lot of hate inside her, whether that was from a mental disorder or whether that was she was just normal hateful personality and the mental disorder compounded that is hard to say. And that's a sensitive subject. I wouldn't want people walking away thinking that everyone who has a mental disorder is going to go crazy and kill us in our sleep. No, it's not like that at all. It could have been that it seems like losing she had the cruel personality from the start, even from a little child, 'cause she idolized her father, and she became more and more like him till the point where her mother actually ran away. And she became like her father, cruel man. And so she had this cruel personality that lost her lover, and she decided to blame everything on the child, so she took it out on the child, abused the child systematically, and then the child is, off, and she is just terrible. And she's a very complex character. I don't know if I like her. I like the child. I love the child. I love the people in the park. I'd like to know more about the man that had come to the island first. I'd like to know more about the man that founded the park and his machines, because he talks about having a slab. It sounds really, I know it sounds really strange. He likes getting children, and he talks about tickling the children because he likes to hear laughter, not in some kind of sick, twisted way, but he likes to hear the laughter of children. He loved running a park because he was a good person. He liked to hear children laugh. Well, of course, that's going to sound creepy to anyone that sounds it. Like, what do you mean you're capturing children? Well, he never lets them go. That's the problem. So kids started to disappear in the park. So I think he went a little mental. Let's check out extras. Okay, what are our extras? The park, chronological secret world, and the secret world massively multiplayer online game. Setting legends, conspiracies are coming true. Okay. Use in secret world. The chipmunk killer outfit. Okay. Was dressed to kill when he truly sculpted teenagers in the park in 1979. Now you can dress up as like a murderer too. That's great. to add these to your secret world account, please sign in below. Items can only be added to one account. Okay, well, I'm not going to add it onto my account. And, Voodoo Talisman. Okay, so, you can add these to your account. And you can try a secret world free for 7 days by downloading trial. Okay, it has to be your secret world, it won't be Steam. Okay, fair enough. Okay, credits. Okay, credits takes us back to that. Okay guys, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like the game, I will give you the link to play it over on, well, download it over on Steam. And if you want to see any more games like this, just let me know below and I'll see what I can do. See you guys later. Bye bye.